S.K. Kulkarni, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. I am here to have discussion with you on topic high strength concrete. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, students will be able to describe history of use of high strength concrete in India and also to explain methods to obtain high strength concrete. Dear students, concrete is generally classified as normal strength concrete, high strength concrete and ultra high strength concrete. Today we will focus on high strength concrete. Now what is the limitation between normal strength concrete and high strength concrete? So as per IS recommendations, high strength concrete starts from M60 60 Newton per mm square or 60 megapascal, the strength of concrete. Now, in the world scenario, however, in the last 30 years, concrete of very high strength entered in the field of construction. In particular, construction of high-rise buildings and long span bridges. Concrete strengths of 90 to 120 megapascal are occasionally used. So here you can see high-rise structures, right? So these structures need high strength concrete, and also the long span bridges, particularly pre-stressing bridges, these require high strength concrete. Now what are the IS 456 guidelines regarding this? So here you can see table 2 from IS 456, in which the groups are given: ordinary concrete, standard concrete and high strength concrete. You can see high strength concrete start from M60, the strength 60 megapascal. So let us see now history of high strength concrete in brief. So when these high strength concretes were found useful, or when the use started, that we will see. With the advent of pre-stress concrete technology, importance of high strength concrete was felt by the concrete technologists. So in India, there are cases of using high strength concrete for pre-stressed concrete bridges. The first pre-stressed concrete bridge was built in 1949 for the Assam rail link at Siliguri. In 50s, a number of pre-stressed concrete structures were built using concrete of strength from 35 megapascal to 45 megapascal. But strength of concrete more than 35 megapascal was not used in general construction practices. Probably concrete of strength more than 35 megapascal was used in large scale in Konkan railway project during early 90s and concretization of Mumbai Municipal Corporation roads. It's only during 90s use of high strength concrete has taken its due place in Indian construction scenario. Of late, concrete of strength varying from 45 to 60 megapascal has been used in high-rise buildings at Mumbai. So you can say around 2000, the use of 60 megapascal concrete started in Mumbai. Delhi and other metropolitan cities, similarly, high strength concrete was employed in bridges and flyovers. In year 2000 in India, concrete of strength 75 megapascal was used for the first time in one of the flyovers at Mumbai. Other notable example of using high strength concrete in India is in the construction of containment dome at Kaiga Power Project. They have used high performance concrete of strength 60 megapascal with silica fume as one of the constituents. Remember, so silica fume was used in this particular high strength concrete as an admixture. So certain precautions are there. Ready mix concrete has taken its roots in India now, right? The manufacture of high strength concrete will grow to find its due place in concrete construction for all the obvious benefits. It has got its own benefits. So high strength concrete and its use is going to increase in our country now. In the modern batching plants, high strength concrete is produced in a mechanical manner. Of course, one has to take care about mix proportioning, shape of aggregate, use of supplementary cementitious materials, silica fume and super plasticizers. With the modern equipments, understanding of the role of the constituent materials, production of high strength concrete become a routine manner. Okay. Now let us see methods of making high strength concrete. There are special methods of making high strength concrete. These are seeding, revibration, high speed slurry mixing, use of admixtures, inhibition of cracks, sulfur impregnation, use of cementitious aggregates. Now let us see these one after another. Seeding. Seeding involves adding a small percentage of finely ground, fully hydrated Portland cement to the fresh concrete mix. This is called seeding. Now the mechanism by which this is supposed to aid strength development is difficult to explain, and this method may not hold much promise. So this particular method cannot be used everywhere, but it gives good strength to concrete. Okay. Now let us go to next, revibration. Concrete undergoes plastic shrinkage, we know. Mixing water creates continuous capillary channels, bleeding, and water accumulates at some selected places. All these reduce the strength of concrete. Controlled revibration removes all these possibilities and increases the strength of concrete. So if you do controlled revibration of concrete, you will find that the strength of concrete increases. It controls the accumulation of water at some places, and the strength of concrete increases rapidly. So it is called a revibration technique. It is to be done under controlled supervision. This is second method of getting high strength concrete. Third method is there, high speed slurry mixing. This process involves the advanced preparation of cement water mixture, which is then blended with aggregate to produce concrete. Higher compressive strength obtained is attributed to more efficient hydration of cement particles and water achieved in the vigorous blending of cement paste. So here high speed slurry mixing can give us a high strength concrete. Okay. It involves advanced preparation of this particular slurry and use in the concrete. Let us see the next method, use of admixtures. Use of water reducing agents are known to produce increased compressive strengths. Pozzolanas such as fly ash and silica fume are the most commonly used mineral admixtures in high strength concrete. These materials impart additional strength to concrete by reacting with Portland cement hydration products to create additional CSH gel, the part of the paste responsible for concrete strength. Remember, so pozzolanas like fly ash, silica fume, these admixtures can give high strength concrete, and they are responsible for creation of CSH gel, right, which gives good strength to concrete. Now inhibition of cracks is the next method. Concrete fails by formation and propagation of cracks. If the propagation of cracks is inhibited, the strength will be higher. So now there are different techniques of inhibition of cracks, like you can use steel fibers also, right? Okay, so steel fibers will reduce workability, that is the disadvantage, but replacement of 2 to 3% of fine aggregate by polythene or polystyrene lenticules, it is called, 0.025 mm thick and 3 to 4 mm in diameter, results in higher strength of concrete. So these lenticules give very good strength to concrete. They appear to act as crack arresters without necessitating extra water for workability. This is their advantage. Concrete cubes made in this way have yielded strength up to 105 megapascal. See, inhibition of cracks gives very good strength to concrete, because these cracks open up initially if they are there, generally cracks are formed in shrinkage stages. So these cracks get opened up when the components are loaded, right? So these cracks, if we inhibit, if we prevent their propagation, then we get very high strength concrete. Sulfur impregnation. Satisfactory high strength concrete have been produced by impregnating low strength porous concrete by sulfur. The process consists of moist curing the fresh concrete specimens for 24 hours, drying them at 120 degrees centigrade for 24 hours, immersing the specimen in molten sulfur under vacuum for 2 hours, and then releasing the vacuum and soaking them for an additional half hour for further infiltration of sulfur. So this procedure gives very good strength concrete. The sulfur infiltrated concrete has given strength up to 58 megapascal. So this is one more method of getting high strength concrete. Use of cementitious aggregates, the next method. It has been found that use of cementitious aggregate has yielded high strength. Cement fondu is kind of clinker. This glassy clinker, when finely ground, results in a kind of cement, and when coarsed, it makes a kind of aggregate known as alug. Using alug as aggregate, strength up to 125 megapascal has been obtained with water cement ratio of 0.32. See, this particular aggregate, cementitious aggregate called alug, gives very good strength, and when controlled water cement ratio is there, you will get high strength. So dear friends, we will stop a while here. Here are few review questions for you. Answer these questions. Write them neatly. So answers are here. Question number 1, D is the correct option. So compressive strength of high strength concrete starts from 60 megapascal. And answer number 2 is D. By inhibition of cracks method, concrete of 105 megapascal strength is obtained. Here are the references for today's session. Thank you.